Breeze to throw on second down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, it's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 18. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Get up! Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. 22! Check.
To throw again is Ryan. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And it's a fumble. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Got a man.
Oh, my.
Inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Falcons are in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, we're waiting.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
21.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Being chased out left. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Here we go.
1st and 10. Here's Breeze. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Breeze. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well. I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Breeze going to throw. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Freeman. Freeman a 1st down and more. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 93 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
This fag.
11. 21. 12.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. And he finds Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Got it. Under.
On 1st down, Breeze. Out left side here to Bryant. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Into the red zone. It's Breeze. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this 1st half of play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Got it.
Now Breeze. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Flex round. Flex round.
will take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run with Freeman. They find some open field here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Trey Hendrickson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, gun.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, With no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out and to force the field goal.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Got it. Over.
On second down, here's Breeze. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Murray. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And for the third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Freeman again. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's Gilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown.
Any fucking way.